Dome Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of tennis. So y'all check this out. Now, let me just say something, probably give you a well duh moment. The second week of Wimbledon, right, on the women's side, is about to be awesome. Okay? Whole bunch of storylines. I know, people like, man, well, duh. It's the second week of Wimbledon for crying out loud. The most prestigious Grand Slam we got, right? Most prestigious Grand Slam we got. It's on the pop, and there's a whole lot of storylines on the women's side. You still got some people, formidable people over there, right? The Pliskovas of the world, right? This is fast surface. This girl hits the ball very flat. She's still there. My girl, Alina Svitolina, gonna mess with girl Serena. Remember that? Svitolina is still in the draw, right? Things are going to go on, and they have. I think they're going to win in this round of 16 right here and make it to the quarterfinals. Those two, right? And so, and you have to go with Ashley Barty. My girl won the French and is doing well on grass after winning on clay. So her confidence level is going to be, sky high. And she's world number one right now, which, there's musical chairs up there. Our girl Osaka was world number one after winning 2 Grand Slams in the world, the U.S. Open and Australian Open, and was riding a high. Got to give that to her. But, she's going through a lull because she lost in the first round of Wimbledon. It can happen. Musical chairs. We had Halep number one, who we'll get to, and, it keeps changing. A lot of people were close to number one. We were at some tournaments where it was like 5 or 6 people who could become number one at the end of the tournament. The women, it's not a clear-cut number one in the women. But when Ashley Barty can win the French and do well in the on a totally different surface, then she's going to have a confidence. So she's going to probably even go through too. She's playing last 16. And we have the big ones. I think the biggest match is going to be Kvitova versus Konta. Konta always has a good run in Wimbledon. And Kvitova, this is where she thrives. Big left-handed serve. And, coming back from what she's came back from, the knife incident in her home country, she's going to always be thinking every day is cream. Somebody who's been through things. It's like, this is just tennis, man. So they don't get as nervous as people who haven't been through things. If you understand what I'm saying, that's the thing about life right there. So I just think her mindset will be that of, whatever, we on my surface and I'm about to handle you. So that's going to be interesting, right? And here's the one that we keep forgetting. Quiet as it's kept, Serena Williams is still in there, right? Serena Williams is still in there. I don't think she's in her best form. And we might not ever see her best form again. The girl's about 36, 37 right now. But she's there. And that's all the biggest story when you're talking about Grand Slams. She does want to get number 24, right? To tie Margaret Court, of course. Even though 23 in the open era is still the most. She passed Steffi Graf. That was monumental. That was it, actually. But now, let's just go ahead and get you one away from even that before everybody was playing. Go get that too. That's going to, that's the big storyline, right? But I think that's going to be hard. I don't see Serena winning the tournament, though, but she's still in there. Let's see what happens, right? Maybe she might be feeling why there's no pressure, but it is. It is. You want that number 24, and that's pressure right there. So, to the biggest story, it has to be your girl, Cori Gauff, right? Cori Gauff, 15 years old. Everybody knows about it now. I'm not telling anybody that's remotely interested in tennis would know that Cori Gauff, as a 15-year-old, has reached the second week of Wimbledon. It's only been 5 players to do that. She's one of them. I think she's number 5 or number 6 to have done that. That's huge when you're 15-year-old to get to second weeks of Grand Slams and stuff like that. That's huge. And her last match against Herkov, showed resilience. She was down 5-2 second set. Had 2 match balls against her, right? Match points. So you're looking at, at this point she was almost gone. And to work her way back into that match, she's going to be confident. But let's make this clear. She's about to play against a former world number one. And I ain't talking about former years ago, former a couple of months ago, right? Simone Halep. Simone Halep is not going to make those unforced errors that, for example, Venus Williams will make, right? Simone Halep is going to bring that ball back. She was world number one for a reason recently, right? So, Cori Gauff does not have to beat Simone Halep. Right? So she can go in there hitting free. I don't think she's going to get past this one, but if she does, that would be, even then it started to become a fairy tale, right? To me, she doesn't have to beat Simone Halep. What she's done already looks good for her, especially going into that U.S. Open. Everybody would be really ready for her to get to the U.S. Open this year. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. That is the match, of course. Cori Gauff versus Simone Halep. That's going to be the match. But I don't see her getting past that one. Simone Halep is a different ball game up in here, right? But those are just the storylines that we're going to. When the quarterfinals, I mean, going to even be better. But the round of last 16 is huge. Every match, most of them, it's only two matches that really, is not high profile people in there. But all the other matches have those storylines. So guys, if you haven't, like I am, I watch Wimbledon. Used to watch like every match, or not every match, but round one and all that. I kind of cut it down a little bit. I really do focus on round the second week though. So guys, join in. Enjoy Wimbledon on the women's side. We talked about the men's side. All three of the legends are still there. So the storylines are plenty. Right here, we talking about the women's side is about to go down tomorrow. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.